When you turn them over, the brightness was like turning on a light for the answer.
That's great. Now, when you do your readings, because you also are a gifted psychic, how much of your intuitiveness is put into your readings, and how much of it is just, reading the cards and how they're set up to be read?
Well, I honestly believe every single one of us is psychic because we're breathing. I believe our brains are pre-wired to be psychic. And science is looking at right now that the energy exchange within the nerve cells of the brain itself isn't from mundane electrical energy like you get from the wall. It's actually a quantum energy field. And if it is true that it's quantum energy, then that explains why we're all connected, because quantum energy exists as a connecting field between all things at all times. So I believe we're born psychic. The cards for me are a way to get into like the rhythm or ritual of accessing that psychic information. And they're also a way to spark that information forward. I was doing a reading for someone, and on one of the cards, there was a little symbol that actually came up off the card and lifted as I was looking at it. And it changed into a little blood cell. So I said to this woman, this young woman who looked vibrant to me, I said, I'm seeing here for health for you that there's a problem with your blood, and that it has to do with the blood system in the body. And she said, you're right. She goes, my liver is having trouble. I go to the hospital this week to find out what's happening with my liver. So, even the cards, they have so many features and so many symbols. The symbols can actually change and morph, as we use them. Though, you're absolutely right also. I use the cards as a point of focus. My guides show me flash pictures, when I'm doing readings. And I also get body sensations, that I've learned how, and I'm still learning how to interpret.
Very good. Now, you have a story of how you got into your psychic gift, how you had something happen to you that kind of was a change in your life. Do you want to talk about that?
Well, that is really, really true. I was getting ready to move to Oakland a little over 15 years ago. And I had been having small psychic experiences that I would recognize as psychic. But I wasn't trying to be psychic. And so I knew this was a big change, this move to Oakland. I was at a stoplight wanting to turn left into a gas station to buy gas. So I'm waiting for the little arrow to turn green. Just very common, just on the road. This is on East Avenue in Chico, by the way. So the arrow turns green, and I heard a voice in the car just as clear as you hear my voice right now. And it said, he doesn't see you. And I thought, what? And I looked up, and coming toward the intersection was a fully loaded lumber truck. And of course, people behind me, the arrow's green, and they're going, honk, honk, would you please go? And I'm thinking, I ain't moving.
There you go.
So I turned, well, the lumber truck ran the intersection. And of course, as the truck driver went through, he's looking at me, I'm sure thinking, thank God you didn't turn. So he runs through the intersection. I then turn into the gas station. And instead of feeling like manic or nervous, I had this incredible sense of joy and bliss that was beyond words on the earth plane and the human experience here. It was so quantifiably different than anything I had ever felt before. And all I could think of was, if that's heaven, they can take me anytime. No, I don't think that was like heaven, but I think for whatever reason, my angels let me like touch just a breath of the energy of heaven. And that feeling stayed with me. I couldn't deny I had that feeling. I couldn't deny I heard that voice. I couldn't deny that experience. So I moved to Oakland, right? 2 months later, I'm listening to Dee Bush talking about her work with Dr. Raymond Moody and the Mantium Project, and I see a ball of spirit energy behind her. And then I saw it again. And then I saw other things. Now, of course, for 2 weeks I was happy. But then I thought, oh my God, I had an aneurysm.
Oh.
My brain broke. I'm going blind. So I went to the doctor. The doctor said, you're fine, you're good, Then I really realized I had something that had changed me, an experience that had changed me. And after that point, I think it's because I had a real experience.
Yes.
My reading accuracy shot way up, the accuracy in my readings. And I started feeling like I needed to read professionally after that. So I started traveling. I do like 34 cities a year now.
You do a lot of lectures and a lot of psychic fairs. You're all over the place.
All over. Right now I'm talking about love, the secrets to love.
Oh gosh, this is something we all want to know about. Well, we only have a few more minutes, and I want to make sure that everybody knows about these beautiful cards. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this before we have to wrap up here?
Well, sure. You know, the Quest Tarot, I'm really fortunate Llewellyn published me because they're worldwide. I have, my book and deck is not only in English, but in Russian and Belgian.
Wow.
Oh, I know. And this book and deck won the Visionary Award of Excellence for Best New Age Interactive Product of the Year. I'm very proud for that.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
actually wear the trophy as a hat if I thought I could. It's over 20,000 in print now. It's getting ready to go into its 4th printing, which is amazing, you know, for Metaphysical Works to do that.
Yes, absolutely. And this is the little box. This is the actual deal here.
Yes, this is the deck itself. Now, this box I created 15 years ago. I painted it.
Oh.
I put my energy into it as a storage place for my special cards. And this is the entire 80-card deck itself.
And this is what you do your readings from.
You bet. This deck has done a lot of readings.
That deck could do a lot of talking, I'm sure.
It sure can.
Oh, that's absolutely fabulous.
Easily over 1,000 readings, easily on this deck alone. You know, because I do so many readings, I kind of burn through a deck every 6 months. That's because there's so many people handling the cards, I'm handling them all the time.
Well, we've got some information here. We have your website and your information if they want to put that up, and you can read for us. Oh, it was here. There it is.
Well, of course, I'm Joseph Ernest Martin, and you can contact me on the phone at 510-482-0274. That's an Oakland number, which is where I live. Or my website, which has like 500 or 600 pictures and all sorts of information and great stuff, and that's www.questarot.com. That's questtarot.com.
And if you want to contact me, my email address is dannasjourney@sbcglobal.net. That's DANNAS journey@sbcglobal.net. If you have questions, if you want to become a guest, please contact me. I check my email all the time. And if you want to watch this program on the internet, go to accesssacramento.org, click on Watch 17. You can watch an encore of this program tomorrow. It shows the first and the third Mondays of the month, and then it shows again on Tuesday and Wednesday. So check the Access schedule; they'll let you know what's going on. So,
fantastic.
Do you have any words of wisdom for all of us who are now going to be getting into tarot cards?
Well, first of all, I would say jump right in. Get a deck, get started. Don't be afraid to use the tarot. It's just a way of accessing your own psychic information, your own psychic knowledge, your own information net that's in you. I find this is a great tool to use and hope and encourage you to pick up either my deck or a deck that resonates with you and get started.
Great. Thank you so much for being a guest on tonight's show. And I have to thank my beautiful, wonderful crew, my goddesses, that come each time, volunteer their time to make sure we get this information out to all of you. So, as I said in the beginning of the show, believe what comes to your soul, and hug somebody, love somebody. This is what it's all about. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna.
You're good.